Good evening, it's the Oscar expert here. Tomorrow, we got Critics' Choice Awards. This January's just bombarding us with awards. Critics' Choice Award winners are tomorrow. We got the nominees right here. We're going to go over what I think's going to win, what's contending, what could surprise. Start off with Best Picture. I think that Roma's going to win this. Bohemian Rhapsody won the Golden Globe, not nominated. Green Book won the Comedy Golden Globe. Not going to win here because this is the Critics' Choice, okay? Green Book is not the most critically acclaimed movie of the year, and that's why Bohemian Rhapsody is not nominated here. They're going to give it to Roma because Roma's the most beloved movie of the year critically. I mean, people, they love A Star Is Born, but, you know, we saw that maybe that's a little weak at the Golden Globes unless they're an anomaly. But, I mean, if there's any movie that is the Critics' Choice, it just has to be Roma. I think Roma's going to win here. I suppose A Star Is Born could surprise. Best Actor. This is a tough race. Christian Bale in Vice could win this. I'm predicting that he will win this. But also, Rami Malek in Bohemian Rhapsody might be more of a contender if the Critics' Choice was, like, more crazy about that movie. I mean, the Golden Globes, we thought he would win because they nominated that movie out of their 5 drama slots. And the love for it's really strong. I mean, people who love Bohemian Rhapsody are the ones voting for Rami. And the love is not there with the Critics' Choice. I don't think they're going to give Rami the award. Some people still think Bradley Cooper is going to win, but I just think Christian Bale is a stronger contender here. Bradley Cooper doesn't seem to be winning that many awards. But if Rami Malek wins this, then he's getting the Oscar. I suppose he could still win the Oscar after Christian Bale wins this. I think the Oscars will like Bohemian Rhapsody more than the Critics' Choice have. Best Actress? Close race. Yeah, 3 horses. 1 horse named Gaga, a horse named Glenn Close, and a horse named Olivia Colman. I mean, Glenn Close beat out Lady Gaga at the Golden Globes. I would normally say that she was like number 3 in this race, but I mean, now she beat out Lady Gaga, she could be number 1. And the Golden Globes are just completely detached from the rest of the voters. Olivia Colman, I think, could still win because, I mean, truly, if she had more screen time, she would probably win the Oscar, win all the awards. The only thing that's stopping her is that she has probably a similar amount of screen time to the other 2 leads in the movie, and she's barely the lead, but she's the best in the movie. She's, like, insanely good. So she doesn't have as much screen time as Gaga or Close, but there's a lot of passion for her performance, and I think she could win. So I want to say that they're all neck and neck, because Lady Gaga could easily make a comeback here, I think. I think maybe Olivia Colman will win it. I think maybe she'll win it, but anything else, like Glenn Close, I would probably put at number 2, and then Lady Gaga at number 3. I can see any of them winning, though. Supporting Actor. Now, Mahershala Ali won for Green Book at the Golden Globes. But Richard E. Grant has been winning a lot of the Critics' Awards. The Critics' Choice might give it to him. A lot of people are saying, oh, Richard E. Grant's kind of climbing up the ladder here. He's nipping at Mahershala Ali's toes. Because are they going to give him another Oscar for that movie? Maybe not. And Richard E. Grant is charming the pants off everyone. He's great in the movie. He's fun to watch, and he's also just heart-wrenching in that movie. So I think Richard E. Grant may take this award. He may take this award. But if Mahershala Ali wins it, then he could really go all the way. But it's a close race. We're going to go with Richard E. Grant. Supporting Actress. Regina King just won the Golden Globe. May win this. Snubbed for SAG. Snubbed for BAFTA. Literally what happened with Sylvester Stallone. I think she's going to win here, though. Beale Street might be suffering from not being seen as much, not being talked about as much. I think they're going to give it to Regina King. Amy Adams could surprise win, but I just think this one's Regina King's. And she's been winning all the critic awards, and I don't see a reason that they would give it to Adams over her. Young Actor, Actress. I guess I'll take a stab at it. I think Elsie Fisher in 8th Grade could win this one, because if there's one person who I think is most likely to be nominated, it's either her or Thomasin McKenzie. I would say, I think they're going to give it to Elsie Fisher, because she's so great in that movie. She's just the heart and soul. I mean, Thomasin McKenzie's really good in Leave No Trace, and I could maybe see them giving it to her, but I just don't, I want to say Elsie takes the edge, and I'd be very happy to see that. Acting Ensemble. This could go to the favorite easily. The Favorite should be the one that's winning SAG, but it's not nominated. SAG's weird. Black Panther and Crazy Rich Asians are playing off a little like, their casting of those movies is progressive. So awarding one of those movies could make that statement. And they might want to do that with Black Panther because it's also a movie that's nominated for a lot of other awards. I still think they're probably going to go with The Favorite, but I would say maybe Black Panther can sneak up. Best Director, Alfonso Cuarón Roma. I don't need to say anything else. Nobody else is going to win. Alfonso Cuarón's winning director here. Animated feature. And it's going to be Spider-Verse. I'll be disappointed if it's Incredibles 2. Spider-Verse is just dominating like the conversation right now. I mean, it's out in theaters. It's at the peak right now. Incredibles 2 is just trumping it as a superhero animated movie. Just completely like dunked its head under the water and it won't let go. So Spider-Man's going to win that. Action movie. Black Panther's winning because it's nominated for Best Picture. Best Comedy. The Favorite's getting winning because it's nominated for Best Picture. Actor in a Comedy. Obviously, it's Christian Bale in Vice. Actress in a Comedy. Olivia Colman in The Favorite. Sci-fi horror movie. A Quiet Place is like nearly getting nominated. So I think that's the one that is liked the most by awards voters. But I mean, Hereditary is great. And that's a little more divisive of a movie. A Quiet Place is just a crowd-pleasing horror movie. I think they're going to give it to Quiet Place, but it would be interesting to see them give it to Hereditary. I would personally like to see it go to Annihilation, but I don't think it's going to happen. Foreign film is going to go to Roma. Next, original screenplay. I think this would probably go to The Favorite. I know Green Book won at the Golden Globes, beating The Favorite out, but again, Green Book is a movie for the audiences to just feel good about. There's also a lot of backlash lately. Have you seen this? I don't know how many people know about this. I don't know how it's been getting around, but the writer tweeted something about, agreeing with Donald Trump about Muslims cheering after 9/11. I'm not going to get all political and discuss whether or not that happened, but that's not good on his part. It's not good on his part that he's tweeting at Donald Trump about Muslims cheering after 9/11. That's not working well for him. So Green Book maybe is going to take a little bit of backlash. And there's nothing wrong with The Favorite. You can't really hurt The Favorite and Roma, I would say. There's no controversy there. They're just movies that critics are adoring. They have diverse casts. There's nothing wrong with it. You can't fault them. I think The Favorite's going to win because Green Book's like the crowd pleaser. The Favorite's more the critic movie, and this is the critic's choice. Adapted screenplay is going to go to BlacKkKlansman, I think. BlacKkKlansman's doing better than I expected this award season, considering that most people generally think it to be uneven tonally, maybe. But Spike Lee is long overdue for awards recognition, especially at the Oscars. So I think he's going to win the Oscar here for screenplay. That would be a good way to award that movie, I think, and they're going to do it here. Cinematography is going to Roma. It's going to Roma. Again, another award that Roma's just winning. It just is winning that. Production design. I think The Favorite's going to win because The Favorite is the lavish period movie. It has massive interiors. It's a really good looking movie, and those wide angle lenses really help show it all off. So I think The Favorite's probably going to win this. If there's an upset, I don't see anything being that strong. Like Black Panther, I think The Favorite's going to win. Editing. This one's a little divided. I'm a little torn as well. So I think the top two contenders here are Roma and First Man. Now, the reason that I say Roma's a contender is because the Golden Globes gave editing to Birdman, which tricked you into thinking it was one take, had very few edits. And it won editing, wasn't nominated at the Oscars. I think First Man's winning the Oscar because, as we've seen with Whiplash beating Boyhood and Hacksaw Ridge beating La La Land for editing, the movie with the most editing wins at the Oscars. Now, the fact that the Critics' Choice are the ones who gave it to La La Land and not Hacksaw Ridge, Birdman and not Whiplash, I think they could give it to Roma. Why does Roma deserve to win editing? Not really. It has one scene with the car pulling into the driveway that's really well done editing, but for the most part, it's just a lot of long takes strung together. I think First Man's going to take the edge for that reason, and also they liked First Man a lot. They nominated Damien Chazelle. They nominated Ryan Gosling. They nominated for Picture. They like First Man a lot. I think it's probably going to win here, but I wouldn't be too surprised if Roma took editing here. I still think First Man would take the Oscar if that was the case. Costume design, I think The Favorite's going to win here too. Although, Black Panther is quite a threat. I mean, The Favorite has lavish period costumes, but in some ways, you know, we've seen that before. Black Panther, much like Mad Max Fury Road, really invented like this new style. That could definitely work in its favor. A lot of people, when the movie came out, they were talking about it winning. But then again, The Favorite is just like, that's a huge costume movie. I feel like The Favorite is going to win Best Hair and Makeup. For some reason on Gold Derby, Black Panther is winning here. And, you know, I see why Black Panther might win. But again, you have Vice. Vice is winning. Vice made Christian Bale look like who the hell is that I'm watching on screen. So I think Vice is going to win makeup here. I don't see why it wouldn't. I think Vice is going to win that, but I guess Black Panther could upset there. Visual effects. This one's tricky because while Black Panther strikes me as the front runner, it also is getting all this backlash. Like, oh, the visual effects look bad. It looks like a PlayStation game. But this is also from the kind of people who like to comment on Rotten Tomatoes' Facebook page, Black Panther doesn't deserve it, every time they post about Black Panther getting nominated. So those people aren't voting for the Oscars, obviously, because if it were up to them, it wouldn't get nominated, and it is getting nominations. So Black Panther might still take it, and like, yeah, the PlayStation 2 video game fanboys are going to have a fit, and probably have a fit because Avengers isn't winning. I mean, Avengers could win, but I don't really see it because they haven't given it to an Avengers movie in the past, and that movie is, like, it has some great visual effects, but then again, like, the space is just, like random, like, colors, and it's just, what does it do for the movie, except just to, like, flashy, shiny colors? Like, not really that much. Black Panther, however, did a lot of world building in there, and they might be able to overlook some of the rubbery visual effects and just give it to it based on all the other great things, which a lot of people do overlook. But then again, Ready Player One might win this too, because that movie is like 90% visual effects. I think Black Panther could take the edge just because they love that movie. But I think if Ready Player One wins, then we might want to watch out for it at the Oscars. Best song, it's going to be Shallow. It's going to win every award there is. Best score, I think Beale Street's going to win. I think it's going to redeem itself from the Golden Globes snubbery. And First Man, sure, First Man could win, but Beale Street, the score in that. I mean, I liked First Man a lot, but I gotta give props to Beale Street's score. So that's all the categories. You know, do you think I'm gonna be right tomorrow? We'll see. I'm surely gonna post my reaction to all the awards, and you know, what do you think is gonna win? What do you think I'm wrong about? And comment and let me know.